everybody, it's Alison from DigiTeach. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be giving you some of my top tips and strategies about freelancing as a freelance tutor, earning a really good income. Myself, I have 40,000 online English students, adult English students in an online language school, and I also have an additional language school that's been going for nearly 10 years teaching modern foreign languages. So stay tuned, it's coming right up. If you're in this situation where you've tried a few ESL platforms and they say you're going to get these amazing salaries, but actually you're getting the same as all the others, then maybe it's time for you to start thinking about really creating your own online educational business. Now, when it comes to creating an online educational business, there are so many options. The biggest mistake lots of tutors make is it because they try and replicate what they've been doing for an online ESL platform. And a Chinese ESL platform is very specific in its way of doing things. And if you've actually ever done that, I think you'll agree most of them, they do it very badly. Bad lesson material, bad lesson structure, the whole thing is just not very good. So don't try and replicate that because it isn't really a very good standard. If you want to be successful as an online freelancer or an online brand, an educational brand, you are going to have to outshine above everybody else. Now, I can say this because one of my businesses is an educational brand, a real brand, not something I've just, created a logo for and called a brand. It's monetized by Facebook. So I get paid by Facebook advertisers for doing what I do. And I also get brand collabs. So huge educational organizations pay me to promote their services within my business to my students and the other people that are interested in watching what I do and taking lessons with me and just basically following any of my content. So that is definitely the way I think you should be thinking about going today. I did that in 3 years. My other business, my language school for kids, has been going for 10 years, teaching modern foreign languages, and that's a very, very different approach. So I want to talk about these approaches here today. So for the children's language school, I didn't really advertise very much on Facebook because I worked directly mostly with the parents and the key stakeholders. So the key stakeholders for me were the educational establishments themselves. So I would contract myself and my tutors to schools and different colleges all around the UK, and that's how that business grew. So we have a really great name, and obviously that business is also an educational publisher, so we get quite a lot of income from the publishing royalties as well. Now, the biggest shock I always see when, especially English teachers, when they're trying to find something to do, is that one, they try and replicate what Chinese ESL platforms do, or they think they need to create some really long-winded course that's going to take them forever to create and then sell it for a huge amount of money. That courses are dead. Forget courses, they are so dead. And if you're teaching for teaching a language, if you're teaching students English, I would really think again, just Google alison.com. It's not my site, I know my name's Alison, but Google alison.com. People can actually go and learn English completely for free through this massive website. Rocket Languages is another one. It's literally like pennies for people to go and learn a language, any type of form of English as well, not just general English. So you need to realise that you are in competition with some of these major brands that have been around donkey's years, have a lot of track history, have a lot of SEO, and are basically everywhere. And that is your competition. If you're an English teacher, there are so many ways you could create an online educational business that is not 100% reliant on teaching a lesson. You could be writing books, you could be writing mini courses or mini programs that support some of your educational resources. For example, you could consult with a real proper brand, Oxford English or something like that, a really good brand. There are lots of ways that you could create specific trainings, but either you do it yourself or you employ teachers, and you can actually, if you like, up-service those and promote those. If you're just looking to freelance yourself and you want to just create an online business, social media, I think, is going to be the biggest way of doing it and the most cost effective. So many people say Facebook is dead, but all those people that say Facebook is dead are the people trying to sell guru courses for quite a lot of money. And I have been able to grow my online language school by 1,000 new followers a day in a certain period, and then I converted those into my paying clients. Let me show you.
So in end of March 2021, there was just over 20,000 followers. This is just from one social media account. So obviously there are many more, and it has its own YouTube channel as well. And in just about 2 months, because I'm recording this now, the 21st of May, we've now hit 40,000 followers. So it's 20,000 followers basically in 2 months. And this is all 100% organically. This is no ads at all. This is all organic growth from content marketing. Now, if only 10% of those people converted into paying customers, for me it was a lot more, what would that do for your business? These are the questions really you should be asking yourself and asking others when they say Facebook advertising doesn't work.
Facebook is far from dead, and definitely in the last year, Facebook have been very quietly bringing in lots of different changes. I don't know if you're aware of all of these. If not, I'm going to go through some of them now, because these are some of the ways you can use, these are some of the things you can use to help grow your business. I use them in my businesses, and I show other people how they can really max it out in some of theirs as well. Now, I'm actually on a Facebook development stroke, I wouldn't necessarily call it research or check-in team or evaluation team, but basically when Facebook roll things out, I'm on a panel and I give my opinion about it, I give feedback about it. So this is something I'm really, really passionate about. Now, Facebook have brought out a number of different things, so let's go through them. The first one is Facebook e-commerce. Now, you're probably sitting there going, I'm an online teacher, what do I need an e-shop for? This is like gold. Through your e-shop, you can sell ebooks, you can sell t-shirts, you can sell cups, you can sell video courses, you can sell seminar tickets to your lessons. You can sell pretty much anything as long as it falls into the policies of Facebook. So nothing illegal, no drugs, no alcohol, nothing that you wouldn't want to talk to your mum about, anything weird. Basically, but normal general stuff you can sell through your e-commerce shop on Facebook. Now, you might be thinking, well, why would I do that? I'm going to tell you why. One of the reasons why is it's free advertising, because the Facebook shops are popping up everywhere. So the minute someone's scrolling on Facebook, they'll see the shops coming up. So it's pushing free traffic and free clients towards your freelancing business or towards your own business. The second one is events. So you could always do an event on Facebook. That's not new. But now Facebook have paid events. So you can do free events or you can do paid events, and you can choose these events to be online, in what they're calling a breakout room, but you can actually turn that around and turn that into an online classroom for the period of an hour or something like that. And these work really well. Again, why do they work really well? Because Facebook use these to bring people to your business page for free. So this is like free advertising, just like the shops are. I use these in my businesses. In my language school, I use these. I do a paid seminar and I do a free seminar. And it's the perfect way of getting people interacting with you, interested in your business, bringing your business to their attention before you book them onto a group of lessons. I'm going to go into the different types of lessons in a moment as well that I do, because some of those might be useful for you. Let's go on to the next one. The next one is the Facebook booking system. And I don't know why more people just are not using this. So this again is great. You can now do online bookings directly through your business Facebook page on Facebook. It's been around for months actually. And again, you can choose to do paid ones or free ones. You can choose to do bookings are actually online bookings. So they book and pay online for an online meeting or class, or they can book and pay or not pay if it's free for a meeting that is offline, which could equally be useful if you were the type of person that wanted people to come to your home or your home office or what have you for lessons. Personally, I don't, but it might work for you. Again, this is one of the first things that people see when they come onto your Facebook page. And I wake up every single day, my business has about 40 to 50 bookings every single day just through that. That's without my funnels, that's without my website, that's without my lead pages. That is uniquely through Facebook. It's an absolute goldmine. Now, once Facebook sees you using these different marketing tools, they will start giving you a lot more help, and they will always start educating you on how you can help your business a lot more using these things. And the next one I'm going to talk about as well is doing Facebook Lives. Facebook Lives are massive. If you're not doing Facebook Lives for your own business, especially teaching business, you're just leaving money on the table. If you're one of these tutors that are like, oh, I don't want to put my face out there because the ESL company I was working for or am working for might see, well, stuff them, because you're a contractor, you're working part-time, a few hours a week for some company in another country. There is no job security there. That you're not an employee, you're just a contractor. They can take you and leave you like they do, lots of people. So you must start investing in yourself. The reason why Facebook Lives works so well is because it's kind of like Facebook's ulterior to YouTube. So they're kind of like in competition on this one. And Facebook watch time works really well. I've done loads of different experiments on this and loads of research on this, which is actually all inside my Teacherpreneur program, because I show people how useful all this stuff is, and I back it up with lots of facts and data and lots of different strategies. And believe you me, it really is a golden nugget. So that is another way that you can grow your business with social media marketing. So once you've got your social media up and running and you're doing all of these things, the next thing you need to be thinking about is a funnel, not a website, and not DM me. Because if you're going to start running a business and you say DM me, the only people you're going to get DMing you are freeloaders, okay? Use a funnel. I'm going to give you a little look at one of mine. This works really well. It brings people into my business, again, every single day, booked for 10 weeks ahead, all paid for, everything, and I haven't even had to pick up the phone, reply to an email, or reply to a DM. So the minute people land on my language school website, there are many options for them to do anything other than book a lesson. They're there to book a lesson or to join my private members area, which is funneled through Facebook because of my monetization. Now, I can't actually talk about that because there are policies in my Facebook monetization where I can't reveal how much I earn from that or who I work with or anything like that. So I'm sorry, but I can't actually talk about that. But I can talk about this. So here we go. So I set up the lessons. I have teachers that work for me. I do some of the lessons myself, but mostly the lessons are taught by my teachers. So they book for 10 lessons, and it's normally one session per week. Now, one of the reasons why I do this is so that I have constant income coming in, and if they want to learn more, then they obviously book another lot of lessons or they slightly upgrade. So here we go. They choose the lesson, so it's the same time, same hour every single week. Once they click onto that, they get taken through to this screen and then they get shown the available hours that are left for those days. Now, if they really want a time that isn't here, probably because it's already been booked, there is like a little note on there as well, a little help desk that comes up that says, fill this in. It's just like a contact form and we'll see what we can do and we get back to them. But generally for this, because it is an online language school, there needs to be an element of formality and structure. It's not willy-nilly, I'll do it this time this week and this time next week. You can't really run a really big business like that, and you can't grow a business like that either. Here we go. So the next part is they literally click on the time that they want, then it brings up this screen. It's literally boom, 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 very, very quick, and they literally book and pay. And then from there, they get a series of emails and onboarding and all the rest of it that's already been worked out and done and 100% automated. So the reason why I created my business like this, which might be useful for you, is because I have other things going on. It's not my only business. I have a number of different businesses. I do a lot with publishing and now quite a lot with other brands as well. So I don't want to be tied down to one thing. So if need be, I can literally give my virtual assistant or my PA like my hard drive or my Google Drive actually now, and just let them get on with whatever needs getting on with. It's that simple. So that's how I set my business up, because that's how I wanted it to be for me. So if you're at the situation now for you where you're thinking, okay, I really want to freelance, don't create a business structure where you are enslaved to it. For two reasons. One, unless you know what you're doing, you might just find yourself, maybe making mistakes and putting all your eggs in one basket. And the other one is you need to be giving yourself options as well. So maybe you want to do this 10 hours a week or 15 hours a week, and you might want to do something else. Maybe you only want to work part-time because you have a family and that's all you want to do. Maybe you want to go more for bigger clients, and more one-to-ones. In that case, again, it's another different business structure. But one thing I will say is that social media is definitely the key. Every single time I do something on social media, I get even more bookings. I teach a Prince. Personally myself, I actually teach a Prince. I did a live last Friday, and I got people actually putting in the comments, oh, we love your accent, or it was two people, we love your accent, a couple, another person underneath it, I really want to take lessons with you. And then someone said, do you have a course? Can I buy your course? So, I was in the middle of just, teaching. I wasn't promoting buy this or enroll here. And that is also the other mistake I see lots of tutors making. It's just buy, and that just doesn't work. You have to have good content marketing. So, and on that level, if you want to know more about content marketing and how it can really help you with your business, then get in contact with me. I have some details down below. I have something really amazing coming out for all teachers, tutors, and it's just going to knock your socks off. It's really amazing. I've been working on it for a few months and it's really, really going to be great. The biggest take, though, from finding your own online students is being consistent. Consistency is always preparation, and preparation is the key to success. So if you're doing things every single day with the right structure on social media, it will work. I saw someone the other day saying Facebook has become like a billboard. It's just billboards. It's just so far from the truth. And in actual fact, even if it were billboards, it's free billboards, free advertisement for your business. Once you get to the stage of running ads on Facebook, again, that is just a game changer. I've actually got my own like personal ad advisor now in Facebook, because obviously we've got different things going on. So and because of monetization, there's all sorts of things you can and you can't do. So I have someone special from Facebook that actually gives me loads of advice, which is really handy. But before I got to that stage, running ads is really one of the best ways that you can really grow your business online. But again, there is a structure and there is a recipe for success for running ads on Facebook. And all of it has a lot to do with how you're funneling it as well. So if you don't know what a funnel is, I'm just going to break it down really simply here. So basically a funnel is like a one-pager. It's something you've probably been on loads before when you were looking at something on some sort of social media and you clicked a button and it brought up what seemed like a website, but it was just one long page. That's a funnel. So I use them a lot, and the reason why is because it just helps me manage my businesses so much better. I have something like 102 different funnels for the different businesses I have. So if I was to have just like one email box, just like with everyone coming into it, things would get really confusing. And I'd probably need to pay about 5 different people, if not more, just to deal with the admin. So, but for anyone, even just starting out, a funnel is key to your success. And these are the reasons why. First of all, you get an opt-in page. So this is where you give them something for free. And yes, you do have to give something for free. I hear all these people saying, no, we're not giving away free trial lessons. But some of you have been doing it for years with ESL platforms, and some of you still do, and you're getting nothing back in return. Spend a few hours, write a small ebook, turn it into a lead magnet, pop it up there, and give it in for free in exchange for someone's email address who's interested in taking lessons with you. You only need to do it once and it's done. Or you could carry on working for a poorly paid ESL platform and carry on doing poorly paid ESL trials week after week and still be in the same situation next month or next year. I digress. That then takes you, or takes them, I should say, to something which we call the bridge page, which is where you've got kind of like your little bit of icing on the cake. This is the pleasurable part. Well, it's all to be pleasurable, but this is like the sweet part, the part that's like, yes, I want to know more. Whatever it is that you have to sell for, on offer, be that a product or a service. And I've got here course because this is part of a training program that I have for my affiliate marketers that work for me. So there they have like they're training how to do affiliate marketing. So there we've got course. But like I said, courses are just dead. If you're trying to sell an English course and try and charge like $100 an hour or something ridiculous like that for an English course, that's just dead in the water. Trust me, you'll be all there all day and all night selling it, and you might be lucky and get a few, but it's not a sustainable business structure. It really isn't. And then you've got your upsell. So for example, I have people that come in on either my $19.99 members area, or they might want to come into another part of my business which works out about $49.99 a month. But then once they've done that, then quite often, especially more wealthier people or more people that want more specialist lessons, or people that just want to have a one-to-one with me because they see me most days on the business page, then they will say, I want to have a private lesson with you. Or can you do this for me? Or I want my son or my daughter to take lessons with you. Or, which I've had before, we have 2 schools. Can you teach everyone in it all of the English? Which was an amazing offer. So all of those came through my funnel. It all started with my social media page and it all came through my funnel. If you don't have a funnel, you're just wasting money, wasting your time, and other people like myself and other people are way ahead of you. Way, 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 way ahead. Getting clients, getting bookings, getting income. Very briefly on why I don't think you should list yourselves on great big tutor listing directories. I think there's a lot of logic to this. The minute you take yourself as a tutor, even if you're freelancing or you're self-employed, and you list yourself somewhere like Tutor Hunt, or I'm trying to think of some other ones, Pre-Play, is it, or Pre-Ply, something like that. All you've done is dilute your attraction marketing. That's all you've done. It's like you would have just poured a whole load of water all over yourself, and that water had something magical in there that was going to dissolve you. That's all you've done, because you have just put yourself side by side, all of the different competition, and for the client, for the student, they just get like a form of paralysis. You know, they see so many faces, they see so many tutors all saying $10 an hour, $15 an hour, expert in English and IELTS and that they just switch off. There is nothing interesting about listing yourself in that way. For a client, how are you going to stand out? All of your qualifications and your experience does not stand out like that, marketing yourself in that way for private students. Now, some of the people that have come through my Teacherpreneur program, I've got a couple of ladies. One lady in particular is a South African lady. She loves teaching kids. She was working for a company. Be careful because I don't want to give too much detail away about her. She was working for a company, a Chinese company. She was getting really badly paid, and actually she was having to create a lot of the content for the lessons to teach. And what they were doing were recording her lessons, recording everything she did, and then basically rewriting that up as their lesson plans. So not only was she actually having to create the lesson content because what she was being provided with just wasn't good enough, and parents were complaining, oh my gosh, we all know that one, but they were actually then taking her work and using it and not even paying her for it. So yeah, so now she has gone off, she's gone through the Teacherpreneur program. I've showed her how to do everything. Now she's creating her own lesson material. She's got her own students with her own very, very happy parents, and yes, they're Chinese parents. Okay, so all this nonsense that you can't market to China because of the firewall is complete BS. Okay, it's total BS. The majority of my students actually do not come from China. They come, well, obviously from England and Europe, I work an awful lot with, but my adult English students, and none of them actually come from China. I think I've got a few from Thailand, but all of them do not come from, I don't think any of them come from China. I'm trying to think of the demographics now and the stats, but no, I don't think any of them come from China. So, there we go. That is, that must inspire you to know that you can do this. Now, this lady wasn't a marketer. She wasn't a website designer. She wasn't a curriculum writer. In fact, she was quite scared of doing it. And then when I showed her how to do things, and I showed her in my business, because actually inside the Teacherpreneur program, I show people my businesses. They know the details. They know what my businesses are. So they can actually go along to my businesses and check out everything I'm saying to validate, firstly, what I'm saying is true and that it works, and secondly, to inspire. Because if I can do it, you can do it too. And this is exactly what I said to this lady. We had our one-to-one because everyone has like a monthly one-to-one with me in the Teacherpreneur program. And I remember her one day just going, oh my God, I get it. I just get it. That's why you did that. That's why in module 2 you did that, because in module 5, and I said, yeah, that's exactly right. And she was like, oh my God, you've just broken it down so much for me. And this is what it is. It's literally just taking the information apart, breaking it down, and giving it to you so that you can take it and put your spin on it. Now, she wanted to teach children, but I've had people come through it that want to teach adults. I've had people that said, I'm a teacher, but I actually just don't want to teach anymore. What else can I do? You know? So there are so many options. So please don't feel that you have to work for $10 an hour. This incenses me. My son, bless him, is 17. He is at college. He works part-time at McDonald's. He loves it. It's actually a very good team spirit, he says, which is something that's lacking very much in most ESL companies, because some of those teacher recruiters, like toxic is not the word, but he loves it. And I thought, actually, it's a good thing. I'm not going to intervene. I'm not going to say, I'll pay you, I'm going to let him do it. He's working with a massive brand, loads of training. He loves it. But my son, working part-time at 17 years of age with only his GCSEs, because he's only just going through college, he gets paid more flipping burgers or, hello, can I take your order on the drive-thru? He gets paid more than most of the ESL teachers working for Chinese ESL companies who have got 2 degrees. So if you're watching this right now, you are an intelligent person. If you are a teacher or a tutor, you are an intelligent person. You must question, why are you doing that? Why would you want to do that when there are so many options? Now, I'm going to give you a quick brainstorm of some options I would do if I just couldn't stomach working for that amount of money. Okay, you ready? Number 1, you could write books and sell them on Amazon. You don't have to do books like I've got, like this is one of my books. You don't have to do books like this. I think I've written 38 different books now. You can do low content books, low content publishing. You can go on Etsy. You can set up a print on demand shop. You don't have to sell t-shirts. You can sell print on demand printables. You could sell lesson plans on Teachers Pay Teachers. You could sell small curriculum courses on Boom Learning, which is really amazing. In fact, I use some of that for my modern foreign language company. You could create Google Slides and sell Google Slides. I know a teacher on TikTok. She has earned more in this last year alone creating and selling uniquely Google Slides than her and her husband's salary put together for the year previous, and they're both teachers, not ESL teachers, like state school teachers in the US. Okay, I'm trying to think, what else could you do? You could just go down the complete monetization route. If you're gonna go and sit in front of a computer for an ESL company and not get paid for it, a waste of time, you could literally start a business page, do lives on there, give away free lessons, i.e. by doing a live, do that 3 times a day for 5 months. Believe you me, very quickly you're going to find yourself monetized. So what that will mean is every time you do a live you get paid, because I do. Every single time you put content out on your Facebook page, you will get paid. You will get people contacting you. Start a YouTube channel. Lots of people, I'm not going to mention his name, think that YouTube channels are nonsense. I know a lot of YouTubers that are making bank. They're making a lot more than ClickFunnels affiliates. So there is a lot to be said for the different avenues that you have open to you if you are a tutor or a teacher and you're finding yourself in a dead end situation. So those are my top tips and strategies for freelancing in 2021. And people, we are in 2021. So don't try doing what was being done last year. It's not going to work. Don't try doing something that people were thinking was a really cool thing to do 2 years or 5 years, because online teaching and basically everything, online business now is changing fast. You need to be on top of it to be doing well in it. So you have to engage yourself in the situation and skill up. If you don't know how to do these things, if you don't know how to do funnels, lead pages, all the rest of it, take the content vault over at didyouteachonline.com. Come along to the Teacherpreneurs Evolution Programme. That is it. But you have to take action. If you want something to get better, take some action, do something, skill up, validate your skills, know your talents, grow yourself, grow your business, and be in a different position in 3 months' time. That's it. I hope it was useful. Happy Friday, everybody, as always. And if anyone has any questions, you can always contact me over at didyouteachonline.com. Right at the top of the website is like an email address and all the rest of it. Just go through that. Speak to you later. Goodbye and have a great weekend.